So, I had my son come up and ask me the other day, Mom, has there ever been a time where you felt like you could have been more prepared for something? So I thought back and recounted a story from my sophomore year in high school where I majored in dance at a performing arts high school. And I had worked really, really hard that year and had auditioned for a lot of the pieces and had made it into 15 out of 17 of the dances that were going to be performed at the end of the year in our big spring dance concert. I was really, really excited. But as you can imagine, with 15 out of 17 dances, there's a lot of costumes involved and a lot of what we call quick changes in the dance world, where you have between like 30 seconds, maybe 60 seconds, if you're lucky, to fully change into the costume for the next dance. Well, I happen to have a very complicated quick change this particular year for one of the 15 dances. I had to change my hair, my makeup, my costume, my shoes, the whole 9 yards. Well, I felt like I needed a little extra help. So thankfully, there were some art majors there, my friend Candace being one of them, who weren't really involved in the dance. They were doing some other things, but she was willing to help me. So the day of the performance comes, and everything's going smoothly. Everything's going great up until it's time for the quick change for this one piece. So I hurry off stage from the previous dance, and then I quickly start changing, get my costume going, makeup, hair, everything's going great. And then I turn to Candace, and she has the most terrified look on her face. She forgot a very crucial part of my costume, my top. She didn't have enough time to go fetch it. It was way backstage in the dressing rooms. And so I turn to my dance director, who's backstage, Miss Julie. Now, let me paint kind of like a physical visual of what this looks like. So I'm pretty short. I'm like 5'1" on a good day. Miss Julie is this 6'2", gorgeous, all legs, graceful prima ballerina in her prime. And she turns to me, and I quickly spit out the predicament that we're in. And we both turn to look on stage to see the other dancers in the piece quickly making it to their spots. And without hesitation, she turns back to me. And without a word, she quickly takes off her headset, which she uses to communicate cues backstage, hands it to her assistant, turns to me, and strips off her black shirt, and without turning it right side in, places it on my head, turns me, and with a kick, pushes me on stage as I scramble to my spot right before the lights come up. So we do the dance. It comes out beautifully. Everybody did such a wonderful job. We begin to take our bow, and I take a quick peek over to the side backstage, and I see the majestic, tall, 6'2", graceful Miss Julie walking back and forth, giving cues in her bra and skirt. So, the moral of the story: always have a backup plan. But when in doubt, surround yourself with people like Miss Julie, who will literally give you their shirt off of their back.